didn't think the homework was too bad this week.
No, it took me a second to understand it, but
Yeah, that's true.
once I got it, but I don't, math doesn't just come naturally to me. So it takes me, I think, about twice as long as your average person to just catch on.
Well, I'm glad we have these group meetings because that helps a lot.
It's funny because when I was looking over maybe not funny, maybe it just makes me a snot, but when I was looking over the syllabus and I saw it, I thought, I don't have time for this. It's just one more thing. And it's been super helpful being able to pick, because honestly, I probably wouldn't take the time to go to see a tutor. And then I would just flounder. So having it kind of built into the class is nice, which I'm sure was a huge part of why they did it that way.
Yeah.
So other than Anthony, did you guys have a good weekend?
It was good besides that. That was just the one like, kind of like, you kidding me? So, yeah.
How did you guys' exams go?
I don't want to talk about it. I cried in the middle of my test. I literally cried on proctorium. And then it was bad. I didn't do very well. But in my defense, I know part of it I messed up because I got a new computer and I uploaded all of those that he gave us. I uploaded the toolkit and then for some reason it didn't load right. So when it was asking for standard deviation and median and all of those questions that you're supposed to input the information, none of that came up. It only gave me everything below the quartiles and below. And so I was clicking through all of the tabs going, why isn't it showing me the end of this step? Maybe I'm supposed to know how to calculate this without it. And I was trying to figure out how to calculate it in my head and I started panicking. And then I was like, oh crap. So then after the test was over with, and I was doing some things on the homework for the rest of the week, I realized it's not working right. And so I said, maybe if I just reload it, it will, come up right. So I reloaded the toolkit and it all now works perfectly. So I know I missed a couple of things because of that. So my husband says, you should email the teacher and tell him. And I'm like,
you should, so
and I had
don't
to
know.
relive the whole experience and I don't want to relive it.
I don't know if he specifically does it, but there are some teachers who, if you go to them and let them go over the answers with you, they'll give you partial credit back. So it might be worth seeing if that's something he'll do.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, that's what I'm actually doing today.
Are you?
Yeah. So in about, I gotta hop off at about in about 50 minutes to have a call with him. So
Okay.
just go through it all.
He seems like he's a pretty nice person, but I have trauma. I need a therapist like so bad. Like I will avoid at all costs talking to the teacher about my test unless I absolutely have to. But I know if I do, I'll probably get a little bit better grade. So I probably should do it and be a big girl. But put on my big girl pants.
You can do it.
Well, you can tell him for me. Prepare him. Say, one of the ladies in my class Math anxiety, and she doesn't want to talk to you. I'm like in middle school or something here. So anyway, what did I think I left my.
I suppose we could start on the quiz soon.
Did anyone have questions on the homework at all before we go ahead and get started? For the assignment?
I think I understand it. I don't think it's too hard.
I always think I understand it, and then we get into the test. So I guess we'll see how I
Right.
understand it. Hi, baby. Hey, you know what? Mommy is in class right now. It's kicking your butt off. Okay. Okay. Hey, look at me. Look at me. I'm in the middle of the class. So if it's hard, maybe you play something else until I'm done. Okay?
Are you sick, Allison?
I am. Yeah. Again.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's my second cold. I've had 2 sinus infections and other things since my kids went back to school the 3rd week of August. So, my kids seem to be doing great. Like, they're not having to redevelop their immune system. Apparently mom is, though. That's okay.
I thought
I'm
those
just-
things didn't exist anymore since COVID.
No, I went and got tested today to make sure,
Mhm.
but that came back negative, thank goodness. So
Good.
okay. Same first 2 questions, the assignment and participated in the group meeting. Find the margin of error for a 90%, oh, sorry, 90% confidence interval when the standard deviation is 50 and n equals 25. So, see, I'm gonna have to go back to my homework to make sure I'm doing it right.
Yeah, there was the formula he gave us for the margin of error.
And it's just, sorry,
Yeah,
it's the X bar plus or minus Z times, here, I'll write it out, see if I am getting it right.
so that formula with X bar minus the Z, that's going to be the confidence interval
Okay,
formula. The margin of error is a little simpler. It's just Z times standard deviation divided by square root of n.
okay.
And that's the confidence interval. No, wait, what did you say that was? The confidence interval formula?
That's
Yeah.
Margin of error.
Oh, margin of error.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just putting it on the sheet. I saw that. And so the other one that Allison, you were talking about is the confidence score or
Yes,
interval. So the X
Right,
bar
so-
minus C over plus or minus.
it's the X bar plus or minus Z times
This
sigma divided by the square root. Yeah,
So that's the confidence.
Use the margin of error in the confidence interval formula.
Yeah. I got every color of the rainbow pens at Costco so I can make my notes better and fancy.
got them to keep track of my classes, and every time my kids see them, see if I've got them. He wants to color.
Mm-hmm.
So I got 16.45. What did you guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, which of the following statements is true? Do you think that's sigma squared? Yeah, sigma squared is an interval estimator of x bar. X bar is a point estimator of mu. Mu is a point estimator of x bar, and sigma is an interval estimator of sigma squared.
I said the second one, but
Excuse me.
Estimator. So the point estimate is the margin of error plus or minus the margin of error. So
I'm sorry.
The
I've got
point
my internet must be
estimators
wigging out.
are statistics. Yeah, it means the second one's right.
Okay. Sorry, my internet must be freaking out because I'm getting like bits and pieces of what everyone's saying.
oh, there it is. X bar estimates mu and S sample estimates standard deviation. So yeah.
Okay. Gina wants to construct a 95% confidence interval for GMAT scores. She knows the standard deviation is 113. She collects a simple random sample of 64 and computes X bar to 526. Use this information for the next 6 questions. What is the point estimate for the true GMAT score?
It'd be 5.26.
Play with that in here. Can you go sit in your pepper chair? Because that's what this is, Tyven.
so is the point estimate just the mean?
Point estimate.
Yeah. There's estimators. Think of them in the notes.
Don't you have to calculate that?
No.
Because your point estimate, isn't your point estimate the range between?
No, that would be an interval estimator.
Okay, so maybe I wrote down the definition of point estimate wrong then. Plus or minus margin of error.
Yeah.
So your point estimate is that number, but it could be plus or minus the margin of error.
Let's see, if you have, yeah, a point estimator is one number. So let's say the mean. The interval estimator would be that mean plus or minus the margin of error, which would be an interval estimator.
So it's kind of like question 7 in the homework. What is the point estimate for, okay.
Yeah, you would find the confidence interval for questions 7 and 8.
Okay. What, honey? No, you can have a cheese stick if you want. Fine. So margin of error, that's just what we were doing up here, right? That equation. Okay. Okay, I don't know if I did this. I
I'm pretty
got
sure I didn't.
3.461, or did I do that wrong?
Let's make sure we have the equation right first. Am I doing the equation right? So this is that confidence interval equation, right? So it'd be 256 minus 1.96 multiplied by the standard deviation over the sample size, right? To get the one side, and then we do the other side with the plus.
Well, question 6 is asking for the margin of error.
And that's, let's see if I've got it right. That's just that one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's this. Okay, so that's just the first part of that. That.
Yeah, that's just going to be one number,
Okay.
which I got 27.685.
Yeah, that I actually did get that part, but I was trying to do the rest of it.
I know what I did wrong. I said no chips. Chips are not a snack. Thank you, though. Is that what you got, Tyven? Sorry.
Yeah, 27.685.
Correct.
I did 13 divided
Lower
by
limit.
8, not 113.
So then the next part is where we're going to subtract for the lower limit, the 256 minus the 27.
Yes, now we're doing that confidence interval formula.
So we get,
And remember, the mean is 526.
Yep.
But it's plus or minus this number, right?
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I'm so dyslexic. I wrote 256.
So I got 499.
It's 3 decimal places after, right?
Yeah, we're rounding.
So I got 498.
And then it said to round up in that video too.
That was only for the sample size formula.
Okay.
Because you can't have a third of a person, right?
49.315 and 553.685.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excuse me. The width of it decreases, right? When you increase the sample size.
Yeah. I
Sample
think
size
I'm gonna-
increases, the width of the confidence interval decreases.
You need it by 6. Okay. Thanks, babe.
Width of the confidence level. It would increase. As the level of confidence increases, the width of the confidence level or interval increases.
Number 10, right? Excuse me. Okay, light bulb company is planning a study to assess the average life expectancy of their light bulbs. They know the standard deviation is 400 hours. They want a 95% confidence interval with a margin of error of 50 hours. What sample size do they need? Okay, so this is like the last question in the homework, right?
Yeah. You can
Okay.
use the sample size formula. And on this one, round up.
Got 246. Is that what everyone else got?
Yep.
You need your sippy. I'll put it in, but you need your sippy. Thank you. Okay, the mean salary of actuaries is about $100,000, and the standard deviation is $36,730. If you're interested to know if the mean salary for women actuaries is different from the population mean, but are not sure if it is higher or lower, you set up a hypothesis test with a level of significance of 0.05. And thanks, Betty. You got it. Thanks, Betty. The null hypothesis being that it equals 100,000, and the alternative, you're welcome, baby, saying that it does not equal 100,000. You collect a simple random sample of 36 women's salaries and find the X bar is 111,000. Use that information for the next 3 questions. Hey, Ty, can you push Bubble Guppies back on, please? Thank you, Betty. Bye.
Okay. So for this one, we're going to start with finding the margin of error of the 95% confidence. And then we're going to plug that into the confidence interval. For question 13.
I'm sorry, type in, my kiddo was in and out. For the Z-score, are we using the level of significance, the 0.05? Or are we finding like, oh, never mind. I'm just,
Yeah, it says in the question.
just ignore me.
I have no idea if I did this right.
For this one, are we subtracting it from the 111 or the 100,000? Sorry.
100,000 after you find the margin of error.
I'm sorry, my internet's being dumb. The 111.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So I got 99,001.533. Did anybody else get that?
That's what I got too.
I did too, but it says to round to the nearest whole number.
What? You guys got this. So 99,002.
Yes. And then
I did it. The upper limit. Okay.
excuse me. And then I got 122,998. Is that right?
That's what I got too.
Yep.
Awesome. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't read the last one. I'm like, it won't let me click multiple.
That trick question?
This is where my brain's at this morning. Sorry. There are 3 requirements that need to be checked when computing a confidence interval for a mean. They are: a simple random sample was drawn from the population, sigma is known, X bar is normally distributed, or all of the above.
Yeah, it's all of the above.
Awesome. Let's see how we did. Okay. I'll just scroll through the answers.
I did question on number 11. What formula did we use for that? To get 246.
Let me scroll down, sorry.
Yeah, you bet. You're fine.
So
Go ahead.
it's the same as the X bar is what I wrote down, but they didn't give us that.
So see if I can get it up there. This one right here, the N equals Z times sigma divided by M,
Okay,
all
hold
of
on.
that squared.
Oh,
Oh, wait. Give me that one again. So it's Z.
N equals Z times sigma divided by M, and all of that squared.
If you go to the lesson and you scroll all the way down to summary, it'll give you all 3 of the formulas that you need
Okay.
for the chapter. Yeah.
Okay, and that's for the What is the point estimate or the?
It was for what sample size? You're trying to determine the sample size needed to get it.
Oh, see, I watch the videos first and then I go back and read.
It's at the very end of the video.
Okay. And I didn't finish the second one completely. I started it this morning. So I gotta get on that today. But I'm gonna go buy a new calculator. There's the TI 30, what was it? We decided last night is super awesome for what we're doing in this class. And it's a TI 30XS and it has a little dial on it. So it
Is
looks
that the
like it's just a scientific calculator.
Okay.
You can see it, but it has the little dial thing on there on the right hand side. That specific one, it's cheap. It's like $15 at Target, but it does everything for you like it on the screen. So you can put in all of these things and see all your work with this one. It has a bigger screen, so all of our fractions and everything, you can put in all your stuff.
Sure.
And so it's kind of a cool one. You guys probably already have a decent one. I don't, because my daughter has it in Phoenix and I have this TI 30X, which does not do any of that. So.
Hey,
Okay.
that's
Awesome.
it for today.
Did
So
we get them all right on the quiz?
yeah, 100%. So I'll get this video uploaded and hopefully by 11 o'clock that'll be put up on the discussion board.
Sweet.
Awesome. Thanks so much, you guys.
We'll
Good
see
job,
you guys
guys.
Wednesday. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.